So, yeah, first of all, who am I? I have some fun facts. So I'm the Automation Strategic and Social Director at Pivott. They call me as director. I'm so happy with my job. I started on the age of 14 as a ethical hacker, and yes, even in the era of GDPR, your data is not safe with me. I'm an ex-teacher of the primary school, actually, so if the level of my presentation is too low, please because I'm used to talk to children. So, actually, indeed, it's Pivot. It's personalized creative marketing solutions, and I was looking for a fancy title for my presentation, and I came up with this like Pulp Fiction or Die Hard. I thought it was like quite nice with this title. So, but actually, then I realized I've never seen these movies before. So it was quite stupid. But in the end, it was actually the benefit of this presentation, because I think that the word artificial intelligence has been used like a million times within the year of 2017, but actually nobody really understands what it means. So that's what I thought about my title. It's like, it's fancy, it's cool, and nobody understands it. It's not really. So the only thing I wanted to tell you is that AI is top of mind. Yeah, it's like 100% top of mind with every marketer. And 80% of the marketeers are actually already using a sort of AI, but are unaware. And then also 64% of them are looking to expand the usage within the next upcoming months, but they don't understand its effectiveness. And effectiveness equals cost. What's my return on investment? I don't see a benchmark, so what can you give me? What can you provide me? What are the results? Nobody knows. It's all in its experimental phase, and that's what makes it, of course, very interesting. And also because marketeers are not involved, and that brings me to my favorite quote. Even when I was a teacher, it's like, tell me and I forget, teach me and I might remember, may you remember, involve me and I will learn. And that's the thing that marketeers should do today, is like they have to be involved in order to understand how it works. If they're not involved, they will never understand. So the problem is, its effectiveness depends on customer data. I think we've heard it like several times today. And data is actually the real trigger behind the effectiveness of artificial intelligence. Because when you master the data, you can do actually anything with it, as long as you own the data. Because indeed, still 92% of marketeers are struggling today to either access, unify, or analyze their current customer data. And as you can see, it's like a test that I'm running through. It's like, okay, what are you using AI for today? It's like audience expansion, audience targeting, product recommendations, and campaign optimization. So if this is not what you're doing right now as a marketeer, then I think you should start doing it. The solution is, okay, marketeers of today really need to control and get advanced access to data to unlock AI potential. That's actually one of the things I will keep repeating, is like access to data will give you also access to use artificial intelligence in a way that benefits. And there comes the data management platforms to the rescue. So I don't know if you've ever heard of data management platforms. No, yes, who doesn't? Who already heard of a data management platform? Okay, platforms, yeah, indeed. You have several ones. You have the big ones like Salesforce, Adobe, but you have also small ones. But actually, what does a data management platform do? What does it do? It does a little bit more than just your CRM system. Yeah. So it captures first-party data, second-party data, third-party data, and it all puts it together. I'm just going to simplify it, because actually it's more difficult than I'm explaining it right now, but that's actually what it does. It's like, it unifies and it makes unique customers out of your audience, even on Facebook, even on Google. But then you can really start targeting your audience on a personalized level. So indeed, in order to offer real-time personalized creative content, I bought something, and like a few seconds later, you will receive an ad with maybe something else that matches the nice shoes you bought, for example. I know that some of you don't like the way it's been done right now, and ethically sometimes not correct. But who doesn't like to know when their bol.com package has been delivered? I like it. And I want to know where it is right now. And also, I want to have a discount the next time I order. And maybe when it's my birthday, I also want to receive a package from bol.com. So, and that's why personalization is so important, but you need to have the data in order to do that. Yeah, but why? Indeed. It's because consumers are hyper-connected all the time, fast-consuming content snackers, and in need of real-time access to relevant information anytime and anywhere. And that's why personalization is so important. This is the era of I want it now, like a little child crying on the ground, and I want to buy something, then I want to buy it now. So actually we go from brand-powered marketing, where brands are talking and let's do a campaign. I have a nice idea, let's do a campaign and let's push this new product to the people's throat, and let's hope they buy it. That's not how it's going right now. We shift from brand-powered marketing to people-powered marketing, where actually the consumers are telling us what they want. It's no longer up to the brands to tell them what we want to tell them as a brand. So, and now you're asking me maybe, okay, where should I put the focus first on? Because yeah, there's a lot of things to do and I don't know what to do first. And maybe some of them here in the room are already on step 3, and maybe some of them will still need to start on step 1. So indeed, the first thing that you have to do is put a squad together. A squad, a team, where all noses are pointed at the same direction. People who really want to investigate artificial intelligence and want to move forward. If you have that already together, then it's a benefit. Set up a DMP and own your data. Let your data be owned by yourself as a brand and not by external agencies or and then you can start with personalized advertising through, for example, a CMP, a creative management platform. And you can start with A, B, C, D, E, F, G until Z testing if you want. And that's what a CMP allows you to do. I will explain later what a CMP actually does. Start with personalized newsletters based on behavior. If my insurance stops and I really want to know it, I don't want to wait until they tell me, yeah, you have an accident. Yes, sorry, you don't have an insurance anymore. Damn. Automatically tailored landing pages based on interest, preference, and data. It's really important today that what I do on the internet, and I'm thinking all the my's, my Proximus, my Telenet, my I don't care what, but it's really like, it's mine. I want to know, I want that you offer me the best thing for me. Like the Netflix of today. If you're looking at something, then Netflix will provide you something within the same team. This is actually the form of personalization. So, of course, you cannot do everything at the same time. So you really need to build the airplane as it flies. So first you start walking, crawling, then you start walking, then you can run, and then you can fly, and hope that the sky is the limit. Integrating a creative management platform, that's actually a CMP. And what it does, it's actually like a big Photoshop, Merge, Adobe Premiere, cloud-based software tool that allows you to analyze the data that you receive and to really make creative, personalized ads. Yeah, you can publish them on the internet, in programmatic, you can also on Facebook, on Google, it can be pushed everywhere. As long as you know who are your unique profiles. The benefit and the effectiveness of a CMP, if you just take a look at the traditional process, you get a briefing, journey is built, maybe there are some other things that have been done. A media plan is made, you have to create material, you have to translate material, you have to deliver the material, you have to plan and buy, then you have to measure. Well, actually all those things, and most of the things, can be done through a creative management platform. It's more efficient, and these are the things that can help today. Yeah, we are talking about artificial intelligence, but this is what can help today. And actually the tool also allows to make automated ads. Yeah? ads within. I hope you already have heard of dynamic. You have dynamic elements, and actually the ad is putting, the tool is putting together the ad. I know that Wim was talking about, I don't know how creative an artificial intelligence tool can be, and indeed, it's up to you to define the rules, its rules, but afterwards, it's up to the artificial intelligence based on performance, where, for example, the call to action should be. Do we need a call to action? Does the call to action always have to be under the headline? Does it have to be on the right corner? Well, let's check, let's test, and let's see how the machine can learn by optimizing the ad. Of course, sometimes we already tested it. Without those rules, it can really become very ugly, the ad. So that's where we, as humans, come in to really define what are the rules we set. I'm not going to go through everything because actually most of the things already been told here. So will AI replace the marketeer? Definitely not. But we need to understand that today we are shifting from man-driven marketing to machine-inspired marketing. And machine-inspired marketing allows you to understand how artificial intelligence can deliver you the better ways to work on your market. So, to answer on your question, is it Pulp Fiction or Die Hard? For me, it's Die Hard with a Vengeance. This one I know. It's like, in the end, people and marketeers that are willing to die hard, they will have their vengeance in the end. And let's pivot together. And you can all test the QR code. It's a nice one. It's a nice display ad that you can test. So the whole point is, okay, pivot. Let's pivot together and let's make it work.
Thank you, Olivier. You also are allowed to answer one question from the audience. So,
yes, audience number one.
Yeah. Thank you for presentation. I'm a marketeer and I often see these tools demonstrated and they work really well in demo because like the content variants that are used for all the different flows and situations is always on hand and it's easy to drag them in. But my life, it's going from one deadline to another, preparing campaign materials for the big mass campaign that has to go out by the end of the week. And I don't really get the opportunity to invest in this, like these content variants that might someday be used for some situations.
Yes.
So how do I convince my boss to invest in this type of content that can be used in this technology?
By setting up one test case that can last an always on life, meaning that you take one product and you tell your CEO, let's do one test and let's run it for the rest of the year and see how it performs. If you have one successful test case and you can really set it up well, then you have material to convince your CEO to do more and more and more. And that's actually what we did with all our clients, is like setting up one test case and really like giving them the figures. Like this is what you can achieve by integrating these kind of tools. But first they need to realize the effectiveness.
And can you do that without first waiting 6 months for IT to approve the implementation and then 6 months for actually to do it?
But that's internal kitchen, so sometimes it's difficult, it's more difficult than I explain it right now. And indeed, but we are used to work with mastodons like Proximus, and I can tell you, you're not talking about 1 year.
Okay. To paraphrase the CEO of Proximus, that was the quote, and we talked about that, he said, instead of trying to convince my CEO to eat the full elephant, I'm making elephant hamburgers, and she eats one a day. I think it's a beautiful image to conclude on the how-to.
Yes.
Thank you.